This should have been a simple day, like a normal, boring, adult day where nothing weird happens and I just exist responsibly. And then I smelled it. You know that moment when your brain gets hit with a smell so aggressive it doesn't even feel like it belongs in the air? Like it should be illegal to just float around freely. That. At first, it was faint. Something's not right whisper in the back of my nose. But it was the kind of faint that's worse than obvious, because it makes you start negotiating with yourself. Like, maybe it's outside, or maybe it's my imagination, or the classic, maybe I'm just in a new era of being sensitive. Anyway, I'm standing in my apartment, fully dressed, keys in hand, ready to go, and my body does that thing where it pauses like it's buffering, because the smell is coming from somewhere in here. And once you realize that, you can't unrealize it, because now it's not just a smell, it's a mystery, it's a threat. Here's the problem. I'm not built for smell mysteries. I don't have that calm, methodical, detective personality. I'm the type of person who hears a weird noise in the house and immediately decides it's either the heater or a demon. No in between. So I'm standing there doing this slow, suspicious sniff like a confused golden retriever with rent responsibilities. I take 1 step forward, sniff, 2 steps to the left, sniff. I lean down toward the carpet like I'm about to kiss it, sniff, and the smell is weirdly inconsistent. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it disappears, like it's playing hide and seek, which is honestly disrespectful. But I know what it is emotionally. It's that specific category of stink that feels. It feels like something is decomposing but also somehow still sweating. It's like if Old Banana, Wet Sock, and Regret started a band. My first thought is the trash. Because the trash is always guilty until proven innocent. So I go to the kitchen, open the cabinet under the sink, and immediately get punched in the face by a warm cloud of trash air. And I'm like, okay, case closed. I'm a hero. I tie the bag up, I take it out, come back in, feeling proud. And then I smell it again. Same smell. Same level of disrespect. Now I'm standing in my empty kitchen like, so what was that? A decoy. The trash was just an accomplice. Hold on. This is where my brain starts spiraling. Once a bad smell survives the trash being taken out, it becomes personal. It becomes a psychological event. Now I'm doing that thing where you check your own body without fully committing to it because you're afraid of what you might discover. Like I'm subtly smelling my shirt collar, then my armpit. Then I do that move where you pretend you're stretching, but you're actually checking your own breath. And the worst part is, when you're anxious, you start imagining smells. Like I'm sniffing my sleeve and my brain's like, what if it's you? What if you're the smell now? And I'm not even kidding. I had a full moment of existential dread where I thought, maybe I've been smelling like this for years and nobody told me because they don't respect me. Anyway, I decide to go full investigator. Like, all right, we're doing this. I start in the living room because that's where it seems strongest. And I'm not saying I'm proud of this, but I'm sniffing furniture now. I'm down on one knee next to my couch like I'm proposing to it. sniffing the cushions, sniffing the throw blanket, sniffing the little gap between the couch and the wall where lost items go to die. And nothing is obviously guilty, but everything is slightly suspicious. Like the whole room has an alibi that's too perfect. You think that's bad? I get to the area rug. This rug is one of those I'm trying to be an adult purchases. Neutral color, looks clean, makes the room feel like someone here pays bills on time. I lean in and sniff it, and I immediately regret having nostrils. The smell is definitely in this zone. It's like the rug is the center of the haunted smell universe. So now I'm doing the most insane thing a person can do. I start smelling the floor. Like, literally, nose to carpet. Inhaling like I'm trying to identify a vintage wine. And I'm thinking, okay, what could cause this? Could it be food? Could it be mold? Could it be something dyed in my walls? Could it be my neighbor's vibe leaking through the vents? And then I remember something. A memory. A flashback. A couple days earlier, I bought groceries. I had a bag with some produce in it. I definitely remember putting everything away. Mostly. And the second my brain says mostly, I feel fear in my chest. Because mostly is how tragedies begin. So I start opening cabinets and drawers like a raccoon who learned anxiety. I check under the sink. I check the pantry. I check the fridge, even though the smell isn't cold. And then I spot it. A reusable grocery bag, folded over on itself, sitting in the corner near the couch. Like it's just chilling, like it hasn't been plotting my downfall. Now, I don't know if you've ever been scared to open a bag, but it's a very specific emotion. It's like curiosity mixed with this might change who I am as a person. I pick it up. It's heavier than it should be. And I'm like, no. Don't do this to me. I open it, and inside is a single potato. One lonely, forgotten, emotional support potato. And it looks normal at first. It's sitting there like, hey, miss me. But then I touch it, and it's soft. Not a little old soft. Not maybe still usable if you cut off the weird part soft. It's soft in a way that suggests it has thoughts. It's the texture of a stress ball that's seen too much. And the smell coming out of that bag is so bad that I physically recoil. Like my soul tries to leave through my spine. And now I'm standing in my living room holding a bag containing a rotten potato like it's evidence in a criminal trial. Whispering, oh my God. Here's the thing, I'm not dramatic. I'm actually not. But this smell made me religious for a second. Like I wanted to pray, but I didn't know to who. I rush to the kitchen like I'm carrying a bomb. I'm holding the bag away from me, arm fully extended, because I'm convinced the fumes are melting my face. I throw the potato into the trash and tie that bag up like I'm sealing a curse. I take it outside immediately. I don't even put on shoes. I'm walking like a man possessed, barefoot, with purpose. I get to the dumpster, and I launch that trash bag in there like it's the final scene of an action movie. Like I should have turned around while it exploded behind me. I go back inside, breathing hard, like I just survived something. And for a moment, peace. I stand in my living room. I inhale, and it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. And this is the part where I should have stopped. I should have accepted the win. I should have moved on with my life. But wait, 'cause now that the smell is mostly gone, I start noticing something else. A second smell. A faint, lingering echo. Like the ghost of the potato is still here. And it's coming from the couch area. Because of course it is. So now I'm back on my knees, sniffing the rug again. Except now I'm angry. I'm personally offended. And I realize the truth. The potato didn't just exist in the bag. It leaked into the universe. It marinated the fabric of my home. It left a little stink autograph. So, I do what any 25-year-old man does when faced with a domestic problem. I Google it. I type, how to get rotten potato smell out of rug, like it's a normal question that normal people ask. And the internet is like, try vinegar. Cool. Great. Vinegar? The smell solution, that is. Another smell. So now my apartment is about to smell like a haunted salad. I grab white vinegar. I grab baking soda. I grab paper towels like I'm prepping for surgery. I sprinkle baking soda all over the rug. And immediately I feel like I'm doing witchcraft. Like I'm casting Cleanse Home, level 3. Then I pour vinegar, and it starts fizzing. And I'm just standing there staring at it like, is this cleaning? Or am I making it worse in a way science will remember? The rug smells like vinegar for a while. The potato smell starts fading. And now the air is this weird combo of Subway sandwich and farm tragedy. Anyway, I open every window. I turn on a fan. Sit there like a hostage waiting for the air to become normal again. And while I'm sitting there, I have this moment of clarity. Because this whole thing started as a small smell, tiny inconvenience. And within minutes, I had turned it into a full identity crisis. I had sniffed my own body like I was a suspect. I had interrogated my couch. I had knelt on my rug like a man seeking answers from the floor. And for what? A potato? A single potato I forgot about, which is, honestly, the most modern adult problem possible. Because it's not like I'm struggling with huge dramatic things. I'm not fighting a war. I'm fighting my own distraction. My own, I swear, I put everything away energy. And it's funny, but it's also kind of real. Like, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like adulthood is mostly trying to stay ahead of the random little consequences of your past self. Past me was like, I'll deal with this later. And present me is on the floor sniffing a rug like I'm auditioning for CSI. Dumb decisions. And the worst part is, the smell wasn't just gross. It was humiliating. Because what if someone came over? What if I had invited friends? Or a date? Imagine trying to act normal while your apartment smells like a vegetable gave up on life. Yeah, sorry, I've just been fermenting a potato near my couch. It's a hobby. Anyway, after a couple hours, the vinegar smell fades. The rug gets better. The air becomes breathable again. And I'm finally sitting on the couch, exhausted, like I just went through emotional combat. And I can't even fully relax because my brain is like, okay, but what if there's another potato somewhere? Because now I don't trust myself. Now, every time I see a reusable bag, my body tenses. Like, is there produce in there? Is it plotting? I've basically been psychologically conditioned by a root vegetable. So yeah, that's my story about being haunted by that smell. Not by a ghost, not by a monster, by my own forgotten groceries. And honestly, if you're watching this and you've ever had a moment where something small turned into chaos because your brain just commits to the spiral, congrats, you're not alone. We're all out here sniffing rugs in our own way. If you've got your own mysterious smell story, or a time you discovered something in your house that made you question your entire existence, drop it in the comments. I need to know I'm not the only person who's been emotionally humbled by food.